Hello everybody, it's your old buddy Jim up here in beautiful, still a little chilly, gonna get real cold this week, Upper East Tennessee. Hope y'all had a great weekend. I usually don't make videos 2 days in a row, and I gotta hurry to do this one because I gotta get ready for work. And then I got a few days off. So there's a light at the end of the tunnel for your old buddy Jim. I just hope it ain't a train. Um, Found some interesting news articles. I'm going to call this one, let me know what you think. Should I call this news you can use, or on these news videos, or I'll call this one Here We Go Again. There's a new virus rampaging through China, and it has spread to India, Malaysia, and Kazakhstan. It's called the HPMV virus. Does this sound familiar? Human metapneumovirus. I guess it's a form of pneumonia. I'll say that in English eventually. And photos and videos of people wearing masks in hospitals in China emerged on social media. And local reports said the hospitals were coming crowded and overwhelmed. HPMV is a respiratory disease that causes flu or cold-like symptoms that can increase risk to lead to more serious complications like bronchitis or pneumonia, particularly among the elderly, young children, and immunocompromised people. Does this sound familiar? I'm sure the fine folks at Pfizer and Moderna are working diligently to come up with an mRNA vaccine to clog your arteries with. So do with that information what you will. You're all adults here. You make your own decisions. This article comes from the independent.co.uk. And in other news, it's official. Joe Biden bans all offshore drilling, oil and gas drilling in bid to sabotage President Trump. We talked about this yesterday. He signed an executive order banning the off-sea drilling on over 625 million hectares off our Atlantic and Pacific coast. He said the climate crisis continues to threaten communities across the country, and we are transitioning to a clean energy economy. Horseshit. If you got an electric car and you don't charge it with solar or a wind turbine, you're full of crap. $7 billion old Pete Buttplug had to spend in that the Green New Deal to build all these electric chargers across the country. For 4 years, they have 43 built. So it's all a scam. It's just a way to take more money out of your pocket. That's my opinion. You can have your own, of course, because you're an adult and you're intelligent. Because you watch me. I'm just kidding. A lot of y'all are a lot smarter than old Jim will ever be, but I'm a news junkie, and I figured some of this would help you. Trump came back and said that he will repeal that on day one. So I don't know what Biden's doing, and we all know that Biden don't know what he's doing. I had some other articles I wanted to share. We do have some good news, but this ain't good news. UK's Starmer dismisses rape gang outrage as far-right bandwagon. So if you want these Pakistanis that are accused of raping and torturing thousands of young girls in the UK, which have been covered up for years by the UK government, and you want justice for these people, then you're a far-right and you're jumping on that bandwagon. Keir Starmer is a national disgrace. He completely ignores the calls for justice, calls us all far right, and proceeds to lie about Tommy Robinson, yet again nearly collapsing a grooming. Elon Musk called him out on it, and he said those are spreading misinformation and lies, and the people aren't interested in victims, they're interested in themselves. So his government needs to collapse next. Germany's is collapsing. There's a wave of national populism spreading across the world, South America, Europe, the United States, and it's glorious to watch all the far left woke people. They call us far right. We just believe in common sense. If you have a weenie or a wiener, you shouldn't go in the women's bathroom. I don't care what you call yourself. You shouldn't be playing women's sports. It's pretty simple, but evidently these people have no common sense. They just like to feel virtuous, and that way they can say they have the moral high ground on you when they have no moral high ground. The moral high ground they're standing on is standing on a mountain of dead babies. That's a reproductive health, the murdering of dead babies. That's what they're standing on. Foreigners in the UK are 3 times as likely to be arrested for sex offenses as British citizens. So what these people brought to justice is Islamophobia, and if you want that, then you're far right. You're a threat to democracy. This guy says Keir Starmer just claimed people who want a full inquiry into Britain's rape gangs are jumping on the bandwagon of the far right. So wanting justice for thousands of British girls raped by Pakistani gangs is far right. So it's disgusting. He's disgusting. He's a piece of trash. And England, if you vote to keep him in office, you deserve what you get. And now for some good news. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Sparkle Socks Trudeau, hello Rose, to resign. He announced his resignation on Monday as both Prime Minister and the leader of the Liberal Party of Canada. Trudeau said he will remain as caretaker PM until the Liberal Party selects its new leader. He said he was a fighter. Despite his best efforts to work through it, Parliament has been paralyzed for months. It looks like the Conservative guy up in Canada, I'm trying to look for his name in this article. This article came from Breitbart.com. I can't remember his name. Savoir or something like that is set to win the next election, and hopefully Canada gets back on track, as will the UK, Germany. France's government has collapsed, and a lot of the other smaller countries in Europe's government has collapsed. The Conservatives are winning, but the little coalitions they have are trying to block the parties that actually won the election from taking power. So people think our elections are screwed up, you should live up there. So that's great news that Sparkle Socks is gone. May he slink off into whatever hole he crawled out of and stay there in shame. But these people have no shame, and I'm getting a phone call. I'll call them back here in a minute. And today is January the 6th, the deadliest day in American history, deadlier than 9/11, Pearl Harbor. What else can you throw in there? The Civil War, Gettysburg. But it's also Liberation Day for us. The election was certified, and I reckon Hills Up Harris had to certify the election, which was glorious to see. So anyway, y'all take care of yourselves. If you're in a part of the country where it's cold and you have to be outside a lot, which I work outside, it's going to be cold all week. Bundle up, wear layers. If you have a good distance to drive from work, have some stuff in your car where if something happens and you break down, you're not going to freeze to death. Maybe some water, some protein bars or something. If you have a real good ways to go to work, have a go bag in your car. I don't have one in my car. I can walk home in 30 minutes or less. And but when I go on trips over to and from work or just here around town, I have a bag. And I've always got a self-defense tool on me. We saw what happened last week on New Year's. You better be packing your self-defense tool everywhere you go. I have a 6-hour P365S. Really like it. Stay vigilant, especially you ladies. If you're in a parking lot somewhere, be aware of your surroundings. If you got your kids with you, look for things. Maybe it'd be a good idea to be a little leery when you go out and do your shopping. Just take a minute when you come out the door to look around where your vehicle's parked. Make sure nothing looks fishy. But that's my advice. Stay vigilant. Keep your head on a swivel. And that don't go for just the ladies. It goes for men too. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. And I get lax on that myself, but I'm training myself to do it again. So I hope y'all have a great week. Let's go Vols. The only undefeated team left in men's basketball. Let's go Buckeyes. I'm actually rooting for you to win the national championship. Goodbye, Brandon. Can't wait. 2 more weeks, you're gone. If you make it that long. Take Kamala with you. Don't be scared, folks. Get prepared. God bless you. God bless America.